Biden was elected to restore competency and stability to Washington after Donald Trump. But his job approval trails other recent presidents, including Trump, at this point in the election cycle. After a lingering pandemic, the chaotic withdrawal from Afghanistan, failure to stem rising costs, failure to pass voting rights legislation, and a failure to substantially address climate change or immigration challenges.
Like right now, we might as well be in a recession, and they're not even trying to fight to help or nothing.
In any case, for most Americans, it sure feels like a recession already because they're paying $5 for a gallon of gas, because they are seeing food costs go up dramatically.
Inflation's a bigger risk because it's here, it's real, and if inflation doesn't come under control quickly, it does enormous long-term damage.
More spending creates more inflation. Raising taxes creates more inflation at a time when the economy is a little wobbly. Worst prescription you could possibly come up with.
Any stimulus spending that they're talking about in terms of this Green New Deal policy, again, inherently inflationary, and particularly if it constrains supply of energy, it's going to drive prices up even further.
But we all know that the decreased supply of gasoline is on the back of Joe Biden's policy. Every time he opens his mouth, every time the Secretary of Energy talks, she creates uncertainty.
They came into office saying they were going to reduce the supply of fossil fuels, shift people away from fossil fuels. They were going to put policies in place to do that, and they have.
Joe Biden has done 69 regulations since he took office. 42 of those are directed at energy.
Inflation's out of control. It's much more than 8.5 or 8.6%. It's been growing for the last 2 years, ever since he took office.
Who is holding the American people hostage to $5 and $6 a gallon for gas? It's Joe Biden and his energy policies. Who's driving this inflation? It's Joe Biden's policies.
$1 trillion in taxes, Mike. More government spending, piling on in the Green New Deal. Does anybody actually believe that raising taxes by $1 trillion is going to help inflation?
Joe Biden needs to look in the mirror at the White House if he wants to find the problem and perhaps the solution for inflation.